Hello there and welcome to another one. I trust I found you in good spirits. I'm back, I'm smiling, and still yours truly. How are you? How's been things going? And are you keeping well? Are you doing well? Anyway, I'm not alone tonight. And as you know, the trick is to make sure, not tonight, today. But the trick is to make sure that each and every day we come to you to give you stuff that's going to make you good spiritually, emotionally, and physically, and the least. If you don't get the least part, that means you're still new. And the fact that you are new onto the channel, thank you, and we celebrate you. Thank you so much for coming through. My name is Tatenda from the Matured Podcast, or Man Podcast, like everyone wants to say. And I'm back again. And I'm not alone. But I'm alone right now. But I'm not alone. Anyway, hello, Ghosty.
Hey.
How are you? Don't talk to me. Are you talking to them?
Hi, guys.
How's things?
Well, good. I mean, what can you say?
Mm-hmm. Under the circumstances, they say.
Under the circumstances, we are surviving. We are
Thriving.
Yes.
Anyway, the one thing that I've been loving the most is with this conversation with myself. You know, when you get so challenged, so much so that you have to think first before you answer. And this is so exciting because when it came to the point where I said I'm going to record and upload each and every day, I did not have this in mind. I didn't have the fact that I'm going to have a conversation with myself. This is actually a topic that just came through. And what I took from there is, if you keep on putting yourself out there, you're going to get better. And in you getting better, you're going to get more ideas. So content creators, just press record. For people that are in business, you're going to mess up at first, but you're going to get it right. At some point, you will get it right. This is me trying to get it right. And thank you for everyone that has been subscribing. Remember to carry on doing that and sharing. And the banner down below is for your company to advertise with this podcast so that my listeners can hear about your stuff, or you can gain a footprint with regards to your business. And as you are doing that, I also get a kickback. When people sell or when people buy from you, I also get something out. When you advertise with me, you are helping me, making sure that content keeps on coming through, because it costs money. Honestly speaking, the lights, the tripods, the cameras, I actually need a camera. So Canon, Sony, let's talk. Anyway, Ghosty's got more questions for me and his conversations with me. And for the first time, I saw the questions, but I don't remember the questions. But yeah, I'm going to try and answer them to the best of my abilities. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Yes.
Yes, sir. Are you ready for me?
Always ready.
All right. I don't know. You sure you didn't cram these questions, right?
Nah.
The answers. You didn't.
Nah.
You were not busy with homework and assignments
Unfortunately not.
Trying to sound smart.
Unfortunately not. So yeah.
Okay.
It is what it is.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. First question. Okay. First, let's ask. How are you?
I'm good.
How are you? Really? Like, how are you?
Good. I've been better.
You've been better.
Been better.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. All right. Your first question.
How are you?
I'm good. I've been better.
Oh, awesome.
I've been better.
Awesome.
More smiles.
Oh.
Yes.
Tell us more.
I think I love myself more than I ever loved myself.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I love myself so much.
You're a changed person.
Yeah.
That I can give it to you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Changed in a
Good.
good way.
Yeah. Right, not left. Yeah.
Funny guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, your first question. What's something people seem to misunderstand about you?
Ladies think just because I'm friendly, they think I'm flirting, or I like them. Or I love them, or I...
You want them.
Want them. Yes, want. Yes. No, I don't. I'm just a nice person. I smile a lot. I love conversations a lot. But, yeah, those desires, nah, they're far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the only misunderstanding that people have about you?
People think that I'm talkative. I'm actually quiet and reserved.
No. What a shocker.
I love talking, but I'm not
You are
talkative.
quiet.
I'm reserved.
Since when?
Very reserved.
Since when?
Yeah.
You are the most
Stock
talkative
standard.
person.
Stock standard, quiet. I talk when I need to.
No.
And all the time I need to.
No, you talk all the time.
Yes, that's what I mean. I talk when I need to, and all the time I
I'm
need
the one
to.
who can say that. I'm actually the one who can say that, not you. You strike a conversation with everyone that you meet, doesn't matter, and I'll be like,
Yeah,
you know,
hence I say when I need to.
no,
So I need to
then
every
that
time.
means 100% of the time you need to. Don't you think people have an assumption that you've got money?
Yeah,
Lots of money.
People think I'm richer.
Nah?
Yeah.
I think the people also think that you're
People,
rich.
and I want that money that you see. Whatever money that you're seeing, I want it. But I'm also not shying away or sort of like speaking ill for myself. The fact that they are seeing it, that's why they say the devil knows that you're strong. You just don't believe it.
Yeah.
So maybe physically it's not there as yet.
It's
Or
in a
maybe
it's held in a spiritual realm.
somewhere, exactly. And also there was someone that once said, do you remember that the lifestyle you are living now was once a prayer at some point?
Yeah.
And a lot of times we walk into a breakthrough not understanding
don't
that
even
we are
say
actually
it,
walking in the breakthrough.
Yes, until you go through some stuff and you look back, like,
cheers,
I'm actually in a
I'm
good
actually
place.
in a good place, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
but the money must come, please.
No,
Yeah.
like honestly, I'm also praying.
Yeah, it must.
The heavens must open those
Yeah.
windows.
Yeah.
Flood the money.
Flood them. Sponsors coming. Patrons coming.
Okay, my next question. If you could turn back the time and talk to your 18-year-old self, what would you say?
I'd say chill, but relax. Life is not a sprint; it's a marathon.
Wow.
Don't rush to. I think this is the one question that I practiced even in the
Wow.
shower
Next time,
the whole time.
next time, I'm not even going to tell you all the questions.
Don't rush. Don't rush to commit. See things first. Allow yourself time to go through stuff before you jump into them.
Wow.
So relax. There's no
Yes.
rush in Africa.
Yeah, ne?
Yeah.
There's more out there.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
awesome. What has been in your mind recently that you hope to share with listeners?
My journey back at church. My journey back to church.
Okay.
Yeah, I backslid. And I feel like it's been years since I was last in church. And in as much as I'm back in church, I feel like a stranger. I feel condemned. I feel sad in a way.
Yeah.
Because of my decisions, because of my actions, and it kills me not being able to serve because I'm disqualifying myself.
You are one of the people that
Yeah.
serve wholehearted.
Yeah. So I'm disqualifying myself big time.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
No.
Yeah.
Give yourself time.
I know.
Be
yeah.
kind to yourself. Give
I'm
yourself.
failing to.
Yeah.
I'm failing.
Be kind.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like forgiveness. You can forgive someone easily, but you don't forget, right?
Yeah.
So it's the same.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess.
So because you cannot forget what happened, even though
Yeah.
you have forgiven yourself, you've been forgiven. So just be kind to yourself and give
Yeah,
yourself time.
I think that's very important, to be kind. I'm failing to be kind to
be
myself.
kind.
Yes, in as much as yes, for a second I'm okay and I'm raring to go, then that hits me, and I know it's the devil. It's the enemy
Definitely.
that keeps on reminding.
Trying to remind you.
Yes,
It's
of-
flooding you with
of the
all these
nonsense.
things that
yes,
happened.
Yes. So instead of me looking at the positive, and what hurts the most is I know what I'm supposed to do, but then the negative is just flooding, and you get to a point whereby like, okay, as long as I'm in church, but it's not enough. It's killing
No,
me.
you'll get there.
Yeah.
Don't be hard on yourself.
Yeah.
Give yourself
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
All right. What has been in your mind? Oh, sorry. What do you think about the phrase, you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with?
Absolutely, because birds of the same feather flock together. So one way or the other, the people that you spend time with more or less are you. Because if you don't speak the same language, not as in language, lingo,
Yes.
if you don't share the same vision, then what are you talking about the most time?
How can you work together?
Unless you agree.
Unless you
How can
agree.
two work together unless they agree?
Yes. Yeah, that's awesome. Since your podcast is all about mental health, what does...
Podcast.
Hey.
podcast.
Yeah, what did I say?
Since your podcast.
Man, I didn't say that. Okay, let me repeat that. Since your podcast is all about mental health, what does mental health really mean to you?
Mental health to me means being in a position to take yourself out of the situation and still look at the situation as a separate entity and not you.
Okay.
So if I'm a teacher. So I always say, this is white, this is you, pure, and this is the problem. A lot of times we end up thinking that we are like this.
Wow.
But my philosophy with mental health is, this should be mental health, this should be you. You should be looking at the situation separately for you to be able to deal with the situation. Not, I'm looking at the situation when it's closer to each other. Yes. So my mental health to me is being in a position to separate yourself from the problem. Look at the problem from the outside, not from inside.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, the perspective, the vantage point from the outside is better. Just like when you're looking at the city from a helicopter, it looks amazing. But when you're driving in a taxi on the road, it looks
It's
filthy.
different. The person that stays in that city, they don't feel like it's
Exactly,
nice.
it looks filthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joburg, if we're to use Joburg CBD is beautiful from up, but it's filthy from down.
What an
So
example.
yeah.
What was your perspective on mental health growing up versus now?
Had no clue. I didn't know anything about it. I think society, or how I grew up, mental health was uyahlanya. And the fact that uyahlanya, no one wants to listen to you. No one wants to hear you. No one wants to take time for you. So if you say, like give an example right now, I've seen a lot of times where we say a kid can be depressed, and they're like, no, how can you be depressed when you've got
You've got no
you're not
problems.
paying bills?
Exactly.
Yes, you've got no
you have
problems.
nothing to be
Exactly.
depressed about.
So that's because society has always looked at mental health from a person that works.
Yeah.
So if you are working, then you're getting the money, you're fine. If you're not working, maybe yes, because you've got children to feed and whatnot, but a child can never have mental issues.
Yeah.
And society sort of like put a block on. You can't say, I can make another example. I grew up being told that you can never say that you've got back problems as a kid.
Wow.
Yet right now we've got 9-10-year-olds that are going to surgery for back problems. So in as much as you would feel something, you are not allowed to express it. In as much as you're feeling the pain, because I always look at mental health like pain, back pain, headache and whatever. If you don't deal with it, it's going to weigh you down.
Oh, wow.
So if you don't deal with the headache, it's going to make you sleep. If you don't deal with the back pain, it's going to make you sit for longer. It's going to make you lie in bed.
Lie down.
Yes, you understand. So we grew up not having that mentality or that
Knowledge.
leeway or knowledge to express our feelings. Yeah.
Okay. Why is mental health important to you personally?
Because we cannot be a society that is strong if we are weak. And most especially to gents. We can't expect to raise strong ladies, strong women and strong men if us ourselves are down. And that's part of the reason why the podcast started, because you can't have a man that, yes, fine, they're driving the Porsche car, they're living in a posh suburb and everything is amazing, yet they don't have a will to survive. And it comes back to, it's not like what Dineo Ranaka said. She says, depression is not, the opposite of depression is not happiness.
Yes.
So a lot of times, even up to now, society thinks that if you've got a job, you've got a roof over your head, you never went to bed hungry, you cannot
got
be
the
depressed.
best car, living in the
can't-
mansion.
yes,
you
yeah.
cannot what
Like
I said about
your car has got leather seats, or your car has got the best technology. You live in a house that when you're calling someone in another bedroom, they won't hear you. Or you live in a driveway where you drive 60 k's an hour. I love that driveway where I can drive 60 k's an hour to get to the house. If you have all that, then you've got no right to be depressed, which is not right. So in as much as we can say mental health and societies are strong until we understand that the opposite of depression is not happiness. Money cannot buy happiness. We grew up hearing that money cannot buy happiness, and it's only now that it's starting to make sense. Like, oh,
This is what
that's
they
what it
meant.
means. So it's really important, because if I'm going to raise my son to be a strong individual, then I must be in a position to let him understand that when he's sad, he can still say, Dad, I'm sad. Or Dad, this girl hurt me, or this girl broke my heart, or whatnot. And I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, but it happens. Not, no, you can't tell me about the girl. You're too
Be a
young.
man.
Be a man, don't cry. Yeah. So, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. What habits do you have to take care of your mental health?
Come again?
What habits do you have to take care of your mental health?
First, I keep quiet. And in my quiet spot, I speak to myself.
Oh,
Then I plan my script. Then I approach the person. And I tell them about it. Then I forget it. It's done.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, a lot of times the other person may still feel like, oh, I hate him. But I'm done. As long as, if I've gone through my quiet spot, then I then spoke about it, I'm okay.
Then you're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the biggest challenge you've overcome in your mental health?
Not, or quieting the voices to kill myself. Finally having a voice that is louder, because the voices were louder than you are good, you are amazing, you are strong. Now
So now it's more positive voices.
positive voices are louder than
Than
jump off the
negative.
bridge. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. We thank
Or
God.
drive off the bridge.
We thank God for that. What can people expect from you as a podcaster in a year from now?
Oh man, in a year from now, there's so much to do. There's road shows, mental health talks, men's conference, the real men's conference, not the one that you're running away from buying
When
your
it's
loved
Valentine's.
one. Valentine's. A year from now, we're celebrating 100,000 subscribers. A year from now, we would have had one men's conference and one conference for both genders.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
All right. If you had the attention of the whole world for 5 minutes, what would you say?
My name is Tatenda, coming to you every single day to ensure that you are the best spiritually, emotionally, and physically. My job is to make sure that you understand that you are good, you understand that you are amazing, and it is okay not to be okay. So through whatever challenge that you may be going through, understand the fact that you can still step away from that problem, even though it's your problem, even though it's your decision, but you can still step away from it, because as long as you recognize God in your situation or God in your life, your mental health is going to be in a position where you can manage it. There's professionals out there that are there as well. And I believe that the professional is there because God has enabled them to study that field. And in as much as sometimes we say prayer heals everything, as long as you understand that you can still pray and go to the people that God has ordained or God has assigned to help you. Because of that, you can be strong physically, emotionally, spiritually, and raise a better generation that is to come. And that is my main goal, to see a generation of men that don't allow suicide to separate them from their families, but rather stand up and say, I feel like killing myself, but today I'm a better man than I was yesterday. Or today, I'm a better woman than I was yesterday. I'm a better mother. I'm a better sister. I'm a better student. That would be my call to the world.
Did you use the whole 5 minutes?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I can keep on going. I was thinking you said a short space of time, but yeah.
No, I didn't really.
But
mean
in a
that.
nutshell.
I didn't really mean you must just use the whole 5 minutes. That was a joke.
In a nutshell, yeah.
All right, last question. That's Mr. Moyo. What is one final thought that you want to leave your listeners with today?
You are strong. You're amazing. You are carrying on not because you've got what it takes, but because God has enabled you to. And in as much as, yes, sometimes it feels like you want to give up. I saw a video of a lady that says she's got an online business and she doesn't have orders, and she's got so much stock, and sometimes she feels like giving up. That's exactly what the life we are living is. And we always say there's three situations, and my pastor spoke about them, and my previous pastor always spoke about them, where it said that you're coming out of trouble, or you are in trouble, or you're headed for trouble. So if you embrace those three seasons in your life and ask yourself, where exactly am I? Then it's going to be easy to understand the situation that you are in, or the circumstances that you are in. So are you in trouble? Are you coming out of trouble? So if you're coming out of trouble, obviously it's going to be sunshine, so it's going to be rays. But in as much as you may be in trouble, you know that you're going to be in a season where you're coming out. In as much as you are coming out, you still have the humbleness to know that, the seasons is coming again. So life is a cycle, and in as much as we don't want a season where it storms, we have to embrace the storms. In as much as we would love to have a season where it's flourishing and it's sunny and good weather and everything, we need to understand that that won't last as well. Because even the Bible says there is a time to reap and a time to harvest. There is a time for everything, crying and joy. There is a time for everything, basically. So one is going to make you humble, the other one is going to give you hope. And that's me. Anyway, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Thank you, Ghosty, for the questions. Those were amazing, and I want you guys to ask me questions as well, either in the comment section, or if your question is too personal, come to the DM and get in touch. Let's chat. This, after all, I'm not saying this because, or I'm not doing this because my mental health is like squeaky clean and I don't have challenges, but because I'm creating a platform where you can be open and speak without anyone judging you, without me judging you. Because if I was in a better space, then I would judge you, maybe. But no one is having it easy. And the more one asks a question, someone else is going to find relevance, or I'll find relevance in it. So let's interact and let's chat. Ghosty?
Thank you for answering all my questions. Thank you.
Did I answer to the best of your...
I'm not happy the fact that you saw them, though.
No. I saw them, yes. But the one question that I kept on is the 18-year-old.
Meditating day and night.
That one, that's why I said even now, like, that one definitely I am. That one I did.
All right. Now,
yeah. The other ones, I don't even remember them. I was just answering to the best of my abilities.
Thank you for answering in the best of your abilities, and thank you for being honest and sharing. Thank you so much.
Awesome stuff. If you're still here, consider subscribing, doing the nitty-gritties, like, share, and do all. Like, share, subscribe. Go onto social media on Facebook. We've got a Facebook group. Go join that. We've got a page. Go like that. We've got my personal page. Follow. I don't think I'm in a position to answer to friend requests on Instagram. Please follow. On Threads. Threads. Yaenda ninyika Threads. On Threads, please do the follow. On Twitter, same thing. And let's grow. Let's be ourselves. I'll see you guys bright and early. Tomorrow is Monday, and I know you guys are going to be in a very good state of mind because you are awesome. You are great. Remember, stay safe, keep believing, and cheers for now.